Alright guys, welcome back to another video weekend. So today we're reviewing the Celtic transfer window. A few weeks ago we looked at signings we'd like to see and discussed a few at the early beginning stages. We had recent Cal, sadly recent back to look back and see his change of mind, but Cal is. So you get to see two different Celtic fans' perspective between early in the window and now if you go back and flip between the two videos. So at the moment of recording I'm going to give you a rough idea going into deadline day. So Lewis Palmer's now a done deal. He's got the number 7 shirt, huge number, huge expectations. You imagine he'll start against Rangers on Sunday in the derby. We also have Nat Phillips, now a done deal. He'll be Celtic's new number 6. Very good signing. It'll be a 6-month loan with perhaps a view to extend depending how it goes in January when we rediscuss with Liverpool. Very happy with it, looks very solid and the sort of defender you want to get him when you have a crisis. He looks very good and he's came in a similar situation before for Liverpool in their injury crisis a few years back. So very happy to see that. On deadline day it looks like we will probably make only 2 signings. Paulo Bernardo, which appears to basically be a done deal. He arrived in Glasgow, is now just trying to finalise that deal. And then a left back seems to be the last transfer Celtic will make. We had Merlin linked earlier in the window. Doesn't look like it's going to happen at all. That deal's gone. Nothing's been touched on really since a few days around that rumour, and now it looks like on deadline day Celtic may sign Ryan Bertrand. That is the rumour going around. At the moment of time recording, would I take? No. If you ask me again with an hour or two to go on deadline day, yes, I probably would, just so we have a left back even for a short term that is a natural left back, because Greg Taylor's went from a very good and very full back, but now he's back into the normal left back under Brendan where he's not as good. So that is the sort of situation. At the moment in time we've not got a left back and we've not signed a goalkeeper, the two places we probably want to get a player, and that's because Seegers hasn't left and because we haven't signed a left back yet. So with that, how am I going to review this window? I'm between two numbers. I'm going to pick in between just to make it easier. A 7.5. It's a 7.5, but if we sign a left back or a goalkeeper, we won't sign a goalkeeper because Seegers hasn't moved, but if we sign a left back on deadline day, I would give the window an 8 out of 10. A lot of people have gave it a negative view, even in the poll. I'll put that up on screen now. In the poll, even you guys put a slightly more negative number towards the window, and I think that's more on field display, and that's more down to Brendan and the actual players. I feel like these players would have been perfectly fine under Ange. Now let's see what Cal's perspective is between a few weeks ago's video to now.
I can't wait for this window to shut. I'm so done with it. Now, in the last video, I thought the Celtic should have went out and bought Rakovic. It was valued about 9 million, and I thought that was a little bit steep, but I thought it was worth it. That didn't happen. Instead, Fenerbahce bought him for a grand total of £5.6 million, and in my eyes, that's daylight robbery. I mean, if he didn't want to come to Glasgow, then fair enough, but I just feel like Celtic should have done more, and I think that's a big miss for us. With the very sad departure of Jota, we really needed a replacement. We bought Yang, we bought Telio, and we were also linked with Podence, but they didn't really do it for me. When we were linked with, and it was later on confirmed that we were getting Lewis Palmer, I was really excited because I feel like both him and Jota are cut from the same cloth, and I feel like Palmer is the guy that will replace our Portuguese superstar. Speaking of Portuguese superstars, we've been linked with a loan move for Paulo Bernardo, and I mean, come on, he just sounds like a good footballer. He's a central midfielder, and I really like that because it means they can compete with players like Hatate and O'Reilly for spots in the first team. In terms of players I'd like to see come in the last sort of couple of days, I'd really like to see a goalkeeper. In my opinion, I think Joe Hart's not been too bad against like Kilmarnock and St Johnstone, but when we do play in the Champions League, we really need that level up. I'd also like to see a sign a left back, and listen, I love Greg Taylor. I actually really like Bernabeu as well, but I feel like Taylor in particular struggles to transition between Ange's system and Rodgers' system. I think bringing in a left back would give Taylor the competition that he needs, and it also give him time to find his feet in the new system.
That was very interesting from Cal. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe, we're getting very close to the 1k mark, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.